All of you, welcome back to yet another video. In this video, we'll focus that what error you will face when you will try to generate a static file in production. And this one is very important skills you have to know as a developer, that developing an application in the development environment and when you are launching in a production is a total different scenario. You have to do the couple of changes here and there to make it compatible as a production ready, and that's what I'm going to highlight, and we're going to do a couple of changes for the production. So this is the exact error one of the user is facing when he tried to deploy to Netlify and generate the static file. So I'll come back to my code base, and this is the Pro NFT Marketplace course project. In that, I'm going to simply deploy. So this is the folder and file structure we have built in the code. So if you come back to the blockchain coder, like we have covered extensively in the course. So if I take you to the course section, like this is what we're going to build, and we have included all of that. So you guys can check from your end. Let's come back to the code base and let's try to optimize it for production. So I'm going to do the update because here I have done all the update and all of you already know it. So first thing I have to do is I have to install the packages. So if you come back here in the package.json file, we have all the libraries, all the packages we are using to deploy our application. So if I simply open up my terminal and simply I have to come back here in this particular folder, I'll go rename, copy this one, cd and paste the name. So I'm into this particular directory. Now I have to install the packages. So I'll simply type npm I, and this is going to do all the installation. So just wait, soon the installation will complete and we are ready to test in our development as well as in the production. I will show you both the way that when you will run the application in development, what exactly you will see, whether you're going to face the error or not, and when you will go to deploy on the production, what exactly error you will face and what are the optimization you have to do. I hope you guys can hear the noise. My niece is crying. She wants to enter into the room and want to know that what exactly I'm doing here. So just ignore that if that's bothering you. And here you can see that we have successfully installed all the packages. And now if I come back to the packages and file, you will see this is the command we have here. So if I come back here we have the development, build command, start and lend. So this particular command is going to run on production, and here we have the development. So let's try to run the development first. So if I type npm run dev, this is going to start our application on localhost 3000. So you can simply copy this one, and here it's got started. No error we have. If we come back to the application, if I click here, if I click on the localhost 3000, so I already saved the localhost 3000 and everything looks fine. You can see we got all the details from our smart contract from the blockchain. That's all reflecting here. And if you really want to know how we have built, so make sure to check this one, that what are the modules we're going to build and what we have exactly covered in the entire course. It's a quite huge 40-hour long. You will master Solidity programming language, all the necessary tools which you have to know to build an application on decentralized space. So we have no issue. You can see we have no issue. But when we're going to execute the same code in production, it's going to throw an error. So let me show you. I'm going to simply close this one and I'm going to start this particular build command, because this build command will automatically run when you will deploy to any server, which we're going to do right now in Netlify. So I'll simply type npm run build, hit enter, and this is going to throw me a lot of error. You can see the first error we got about this ESLint. And you have to know, these are the things you have to know, that why we are getting this error. As a developer, it's your responsibility to know that why it's exactly happening. And these are the very basics thing. When you develop any project, you should understand that which library we have used and what is the role it's play. So as you all know that we use ESLint in our development. We don't need this in production. We generally use in development to prevent any kind of misvariable. But when you execute on the production, you exactly don't need it. So what I can do is that I have done my configuration in my ESLint package for double code. And that's the problem it's creating. It wants to have a single code in all the places. If I remove that, it still is going to throw me an error. And actually I don't need this ESLint package when I'm working on production. It's only for development. So the very first thing I have to do is I'm going to simply remove this ESLint from here. And here I got also a couple of error, and this particular error will happen in production, not in the development, because in development it will automatically take the path of the image, but when you are working on the production you have to provide the exact location. So in the project, I hope you guys have followed that. In the project, we have followed two methods, reference and a direct location. So here it's causing because we have used the reference, which is not allowed in production. So we're going to do the fixing. Okay. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make any changes in this. I'm going to simply replicate it. So first let me delete this one because this code is working absolutely fine. I hope you have checked it out. I'm going to delete this and I'm going to simply replicate this one. So I'll simply copy, and that's what I'm going to paste here, and I'll say deploy pro NFT place deploy. That's what I have. I'll say yes, got it. All the deployments took place. I'm going to do the rename and I'm going to simply copy this one. Now I'll come back here, I'll open my terminal. I'm going to stop the application. I have to go to my particular main directory because I'm into this particular folder. So I have to type cd ... So I'm into the main directory, then I have to go into this one. So I'll say cd, and now I'm into this particular directory. So the very first thing I have to do is I have to do a couple of changes in my package.json file. So I'll come back here, go back to the package.json file, and here we have all the ESLint packages which we are using in the project. And you can see it's in the dev dependency, not production dependency. So I can simply select this all from here and I can simply remove it. I'm going to delete it. So this is the first thing you have to do. Right now, you don't need to make any changes. All you have to do is to simply remove the ESLint packages, and you have to simply remove this particular file. Okay, this is the first thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply open up my terminal. Let's try to install all the libraries. So I'll type npm I, and it's going to install all the packages which we are using in our project. So just wait. Here we have the packages. It's totally fine and we have no issue. Just a moment. Soon the installation will complete and you will see everything is working fine. And if you get this depreciate message, don't need to focus on that. It's just a warning. It's telling you to upgrade, but it will work absolutely fine in the old version because a lot of packages are dependent on one another. So if you install one library, it has also dependent in multiple libraries. So you are getting this particular warning. So just wait. And finally, we have done the installation. If I try to clear my terminal and try to run npm run dev, it's going to start our application on localhost 3000 and we have no issue. You can see our application is working absolutely fine. If you come back here, reload the page, the application is working fine. If I simply switch back the network to different network, it is going to automatically pop up and tell us that we have to change the network. So you can see the logic we have implemented, everything is working fine. And here we got the data from our smart contract. So everything is looking fine in development. Now, if I try to run the command, so you will see we'll get those error called image1, the reference image. So if I type this npm run, build, it's going to throw me an error. So right now it's telling us about the ESLint configuration. Actually, we are not using it. Now let's come back here. It's running this particular command and here we got that. So here it's give us the error message, the compilation failed because of the reference type we have used. So it's assets image. So what we can do, I'm going to simply bring this down and I can go back to the component. In that we have the images. So it's in the component. Okay, let me find it. Okay, not in the component, we have here assets. Inside that we have done this index.js and it's causing the problem here. Actually, it's not causing the problem here. It's telling us that we have this particular image which is causing this compiler error. So this is the one which causing. So somewhere in our application we have used reference type. We have not used the exact location. That's why exactly it's creating this problem. So we have this particular issue. We have this particular issue with the NFT 6 and we have this one in the index page and in the chat page. So these are the two places we have to check. You can see the location is also given. So you have to do this debug. You have to do this debug because this is very basics and you have to know as a developer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply cut this one. I can go back to the index page. That's the two places I have to make the changes. So let's go to the index and I can see here I'm importing the images. So if I come back here, so where are the images? Here we have the images. You can see we are using reference type. That's why it's causing this issue. So what we have to do, the only thing you have to do is to give this and call this index. So this is the exact location. When you are working on development, it will work fine as a reference, but when you will go in production, you have to provide the exact location. So this is the one problem we have, and the same problem we have to fix in the chat. So let's come back here in the chat, and we have the same issue we have here. Here we have this one. So simply paste here. Got it? These are the two changes we have done. Now let's try to run it out and check that what else we have to do. I have to select here and I have to simply, and I have to run the command, build command. Let's see what exactly thing I will get now. So again, I have to do the changes in the community page, and it's also give us this index which is coming from the asset. So we have to do the changes in the community. So let's come back in the community. There we have it. I'm going to simply bring it down, and here we have the reference. So I'm going to simply remove this one. Got it? Let's open it up and let's check one more time where else we have to do the changes. Now this looks pretty good. I'm going to clear the terminal and I'm going to run one more time. You have to keep doing this testings. So again, I got some sort of warning. So it's have to say that I have to do the changes in create NFT. So I'll come back in the create NFT. I'm going to bring it down, and here we have this create NFT. So where are the images? Here we have. I'm going to remove it. Got it? I'm going to simply remove this, clear my terminal, run the build command, and let's check it out. This time what error we get? Now we have to do the changes in the creator page. So you have to do this change, you have to do this check. Here we have the creator page. Got it? Now I'm going to simply rerun again, and now it's looking fine. I hope this time we won't have any issue. So we have to do the changes in my account as well. So in so many places we have used the reference type. So I'll come back here and I'm going to simply drag it down, and here we have this in the my account, paste it, bring it up. I'm going to simply clear the terminal, run it one more time, and finally it says that we have to do the changes in detail page. So come back here, and here we have the detail page, remove, and let's bring it up and clear the terminal and hit enter. So again, it's compiling successfully, and here we have to do the changes in offer page as well. So where it is, there it is, and we have to make the changes here. So this is the offer page. Clear it out, and let's build the command. And now we have to do this changes in the creator page as well. So where it is, here we have the creator page, and here we have already used this reference type. So simply paste it. So it says that NFT image which causing this issue. So I'll simply change this to and hit enter. So this time we are getting this particular problem in the, okay, I do understand what's exactly went wrong. I have to simply save it. I didn't save it, that's why it's giving me this particular problem. I'm going to simply paste it, and I'm going to save it and change it. Let's run one more time. So this image 10 and image 6 is creating this issue. So we have to see one more time. So we are only having issue with this offer page. So I can come back here. Let's see what exactly went wrong in the offer page. Like we have this one, there is no problem. I'm going to simply paste it, and I want to simply rerun it. So it's in the pages. I'm going to simply clear that, and I'm going to rerun the command. And here we have this chat page. Okay, this time we got something else. So chat page. So this is what we have. We have already done the changes. Why it's happening? I guess I haven't saved the file. That's why it's causing this issue. Again, it says in the community I didn't save the file. And we have the create one. So let's change in all the places one more time. And we have in the my account, where we have this. and we have on the index page as well. So this is the final one. So let's paste here and save it and hit enter. And here we got some more warning, so we have to do the changes in the nav bar. That's why it was creating this particular issue. So we can come back to the global, then we can go back to the nav bar. So where it is, first let me close down all this open tab. This is how you have to do the testing. There is no problem, you have to search one by one that which one is causing the issue, and then you have to simply remove it. So we have the auctions, it's the nav bar we have in the global one, so it's there we have this, and here we are using this reference type. So I'm going to simply provide this index. Got it? Now I'm going to simply clear my terminal and just rerun the debit command, and finally it's working. So again we have to do the changes in the footer as well. So where it is, here we have the footer. I have to change the footer command. We are using this reference type, I'll say index, and simply rerun the build command. I'm just showing you every single thing. I'm not cutting out anything from the video, so you guys can see that what exactly step it takes to do the changes. So here we have some issue in this particular image, and we have 6 and 10. It's in JPG. So what I can do is, let's come back here. There is some problem in the image, so we can come back here, go back to the import module, and here we can simply do the changes in the file name. Maybe the file is not compatible, it's in different format, so that's why it's having this issue. So we have the NFT is 6. So in case of that, I'm going to use this particular one. Let's use this, there's no problem, we can use any image. And we have the other one as well, so I'm going to use the same 5. Instead of JPG, I'm going to use this one, and let's rerun this. And here we have, so it's creating the file. Again we have to do the same thing with the creator. So somewhere I have used this JPG, copy this one, paste here, and simply reload the page, and let's do that, and it will create the file. And here you can see it's generating the file, and finally we have generated the static file. So everything's look good. Now we are ready to deploy. This is just a JavaScript warning, you don't need to worry about it. So this is how you have to debug. And now I have understood that why it was causing this issue, because when I was converting the image from JPG to PNG, somehow I forgot to change it. I just simply rename it. That's why it was causing this issue. So it wasn't in JPG, it originally in PNG. That's why it was causing this issue. So make sure you have to do exactly the same thing. You have to test one by one. So now it looks fine. We have generated the static page, and now we are ready to deploy, and we won't have any issue. So simply close this one, close this one, close this one, and we can simply close this one, close this particular folder, and now we have to simply deploy that. So I'll simply bring it up. I'm going to simply clear my terminal. Everything's good. Now I have to come back to the GitHub. So this is the one which I have already deployed on. I'm going to simply close this one. I can see that I have already deployed this particular application on Netlify, and there's no problem. I have done all the optimization, but I wanted to show you. That's why I'm having this one. It's already deployed. So what I will do here, I can come back to GitHub repository, and I'm going to create a new repository, and I'll say Pro NFT Live. You can give whatever name you want. I'm going to keep it private, and I'm going to simply click on create repository. It's going to create a repository. So once you have this, now you can come back here. We are already into this particular folder, and what I will do, I'm going to simply initialize the git command. So I'll say git init git add, and this is going to add the folder. Now once you do this, and you will have the git, in that you will have the repository. Now all you have to do is to simply copy this portion from here to here, and that's what you have to simply provide. Paste and hit enter. It's going to deploy the entire code to GitHub, and you can see this deployment will happen very quickly. and this application is quite heavy because we have a lot of things going on. We have successfully deployed. I'm going to clear my terminal. Now we don't need to do anything here. We already deployed successfully. Now you can come back here, reload the page, and you will find that our code is reflecting here. All the code we have created, that's reflecting here. So this is the first step you have to do. Once your code is up and running and here on GitHub, now you have to come back to Netlify. I hope you guys have created your account. So if you don't have your account, make sure to come back here and search for Netlify. Click on this. It's a powerful platform which allow you to hold and host your static application, and their content management is very fast. So you can easily able to access the application from anywhere, and it's really very fast. So make sure to create an account. I already have my account, so I will simply click on login. So here I'm into my Netlify dashboard, and you will find all the project I have deployed. So I have tons of project. So now the very first thing you have to do is you have to click on this add new site, and here you will have multiple options to deploy your application. You can deploy it manually, you can deploy with startup file, or you can simply import with GitHub. So I'm going to import with GitHub. So I click on this, and here you will have multiple options. So you can import from anywhere, but we have our code on GitHub. So simply click on this, and first thing you have to simply authorize GitHub repository, and then it's going to connect, and then you will have all the repository which you have defined here. So you can able to find all the repository which you have created. So what I will do, I'll come back here. I'm going to simply take the name Pro NFT Live and simply search for that repository. And once I will have that repository, you will find all the source code and the database, everything you will find here. So here you can see 4 minutes ago, I can simply select this repository, and here you will have this all the options. So if you have environment variable, you can simply add the environment variable, but I don't want to do that. And here we are running the build command. You cannot run the development command because it will not work. So we have to run the build command. And here you can call the name of your site whatever you want. So I'll say DAULATHUSSAN, Hussain. You can call whatever you want, but make sure the name is available when you are writing this one. So I have given this name to my application, that's domain name. Now I have to click on this deploy Daulat Hussain, and this process will take, you can see this particular domain is already taken. So I have to change this to, let's say, Pro, Daulat Hussain Pro. Let's click one more time, and it will check whether this domain is available or not. Okay, this time it's available, and the deployment process got started. And if I click here, you can see starting up. You can click here and you can able to see the entire process, that how deployment is happening. It's going to have 4 steps. First is going to deploy, second is going to run the build command, third is going to check, and fourth is going to have the live. So here it's initializing our repository. It's pulling all the code from our GitHub repository, which you can see here, and you can able to find all that. Once we have the entire code available, it's going to run the build command. So just wait, the process is got started, and here we'll have the code and it will run fine. Just a moment. So if I scroll down here, you can see it's pulling out all the packages and doing the necessary installation of the library and the packages we are using. So one by one, we have no issue. You can see this warning depreciated. It's just a normal notification. You don't need to worry about it. So just wait. And finally, the initialize command is complete. Now it's running the build command. You can able to find out all the files and the context got initialized. So it's got started, and the student have faced the same issue, which he mentioned that ESLint was causing this issue. But this is what you have to do. You have to keep testing that what is causing this issue and what tool you are utilizing. These are the important things which you have to know. So it's running the build command. It's running the entire 2020, generated the file. So it looks good. No issue we have here. Now it's going to run the deploy once it will complete. So we have no issue here. So far things looks pretty beautiful, in progress, and here it's got completed. Now it's running this one and completed. So our application is successful deploy. You can see the entire process took place and it looks absolutely fine. We have no issue. Now you can come back here, go to this, come back here, and here you will find the site you have deployed, Daulat Hussain Pro. Click on that. This is the URL. Simply open it up, and there you will have your contract open. Simply select the account which you want, and I have selected this. Now I have to simply reload the page, so it's going to fetch out the NFT, and here we got our NFT. Simply you can play that, you can click and you can open in a new tab, That looks good. Change my account. That's all you will find here. Here you will find the offer. That's all you will find. It looks absolutely great. NFT. So I'll come back and I'm going to use this. Let's see. And this time I'm going to go to download. I'll go to the courses. Here we have the code, and that I have the assets, and I can simply deploy this, my friend. And it's going to simply deploy the image to the IPFS, and it's going to fetch here. So our image is deployed successfully. I'll say the blockchain coders. I can get a description, so I can come back here and I can just go to this text and I can simply paste here. I can set the price to very low. I can set this token price to 45. You can set whatever and click on this create item. It's going to open the MetaMask and it's going to make the transaction. So here we have this much fund we are paying for a fee. I can simply click on the confirm and the transaction will take place. Once the transaction will complete, you will see the NFT is listed in our marketplace. Just wait. Once the transaction will complete, it will reflect here, and the transaction is completed. You have redirect to the home page, and there we have the NFT we have created. You can easily able to search the dollar NFT that we have here. You can simply remove it. You can change this to, let's say, high price to low price, and the price is equal. That's why you can see there is no changes. So everything's look good. So I hope you guys have understood that how you can deploy, and this particular student have this issue and we have solved this one. So this is the exact step you have to follow to deploy the application. And again, I'm telling you, if you want to master the blockchain development, then you can simply come and check this particular one. This will teach you every single thing which you have to know to master blockchain development in 2024 and beyond, because we have used all the modern technology. So this is the global setup which you have to do whenever you build any dApp on the blockchain. You need to learn about the Solidity, which teach you how to write any type of smart contract. You will have a couple of crash course with all the technology like MetaMask, Web3 provider, Hard Hat, Tailwind, React, CSS, HTML, and you're going to build one of the complex projects which you have seen. So you will have all of this. If you come back to the courses, you will see, so this is the courses you will have. You can able to have the Discord access from here. You will have the access of the final source code. You can simply click and you can navigate to different sections. And the best part of this Solidity programming language that I have given you some practice set. So for example, if you want to learn about the function, so you can click on the function, and here we have the function. Now you can simply play the video. So you can watch the video. In that we have a different example, and I have also given you a different set of example which you can practice. So here we have the video, and here I have also given you some practice set which I have explained in the video, that what it means and how you can do the testing from your end with a different example. So this will teach you a lot of things. So make sure to check that what exactly you will learn, and it will help you a lot mastering blockchain development. So that's the only thing from my end. If you have any question and doubt, do let me know in the comment section. Definitely I try to make a video on that, so you guys can refer that. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.